Welcome to Yoga with Sandra. Today we are going to surrender. So we're going to start in child's pose or extended child's pose. So make your way to the mat, to your knees. And we can, child's pose is with your knees together. And you'll send your hips back and let your head rest down towards the mat. Forehead comes to the mat, hands slide back, and your shoulders melt down. And you can stay here and breathe. If this pose doesn't work for you, if it feels too tight, extended child's pose will be bringing your knees out wide. And then your chest and belly and forehead can come down. You have a little more space this way. And then your arms can reach out. They can be really active, fully extended, or relaxed. Today I'm going to relax because I'm in a surrender mode. So we're just going to notice the breath, notice how we feel. And just take time to let go of what's no longer serving you. Maybe set an intention. Your intention could be, I relax. It could be, I surrender. It could be, I choose. Finish that sentence. You can choose just a phrase that helps you to come back to the moment if you get distracted. To help you be in your body and in the moment. So we're relaxing down, nice and easy. Notice your breath. Notice how your belly expands when you inhale, and you might feel your belly on your inner thighs. Maybe rock your head a little side to side. A little massage on the brow bone might feel good. Maybe you rock your hips a little side to side. That might feel good. And just find what works in your body to really release and surrender. Let go. So there might be something in your life that you need to surrender, that you need to loosen your grip on. It might even be something in your practice that you need to surrender. Sometimes we get too attached to how we feel about a pose or our body, like, oh, I'm not flexible enough, I'm not strong enough, I can't do that. And maybe we need to surrender any expectation of how something should look or feel, and instead just be in the moment. All right, we're going to lift the hips up and come to all fours. You're going to take your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Press into the tops of your feet. Extend the crown forward. We're in a nice tabletop position. Lots of length from the crown to the tailbone. And then we're going to drop the belly and look forward. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. And then around the back, spread the shoulders wide, drop the tail, drop the head. Cat pose. And inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. One more inhale. And exhale. Great, now you're going to take your left foot and kind of swing it out to the left side. And then you'll take your right foot out and take your right arm up. So this is kind of a gate pose variation. Pull the pinkies or fingers up to the sky, pull the right shoulder blade in towards the spine. Lots of length. And then maybe we'll tilt ourselves up and find sort of a half warrior pose. So we're going to get into warrior later, but this is a half warrior. Arms wide, reaching energy through the fingertips, pull the navel in, lift up through the pelvic floor. And we're pressing into the outside edge of the back foot, the same as we would in warrior. And then we're going to reach down to the mat and reach the right arm up over, bicep by the ear. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tilt it up, warrior. And take it down. Find that gate pose, lots of length through the side. And come back up, half warrior. One more time, take it down. And come back up, this time reverse warrior. So we're gonna reach to the right, lift the left arm up. So now we get a side body stretch here. Reverse warrior, half warrior. Inhale, reach nice and long. And exhale, we'll take both hands down to the mat. Dial that left foot back in and then send that right foot out. Toes reach down towards the mat so your hip is dialed in. Hip bone facing down. And reach back, reach back, reach back. Reach the crown of the head forward. Find lots of length. And then bring the knee in. Squeeze it in towards the nose. Get a little crunch here in the belly. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch, and release it down. I'm just looking at my Arthur. He's just passed right out. All right, we're going to dial the right toes out to the side. Send the left foot out. And then reach the left arm up. Big reach for the sky. Pull the left shoulder blade in towards the spine. Reach into the outside edge of that back foot. Find this gate pose variation. Maybe reach up overhead. Find length through that left side. And on your next inhale, press off the mat. Lift yourself up. Warrior, half warrior. Belly in, pelvic floor lifted. Look out over your right fingers. Pull the pinkies back, lots of energy here. Inhale, exhale, take it back down. Inhale, reach length through the left fingertips. Exhale, bring it back up, warrior. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, last time. Inhale, reach through the fingers, and exhale, come back up. Inhale, find your length. Exhale, reverse half warrior. Take the left hand down the leg, right arm up, feel the stretch here on the right side. Reach, reach, reach. And then we'll bring both hands back down. Dial the right toes in and send that left foot back. Let that foot float up, heel float up. Dial the hip in and down. Toes straight down towards the mat, length through the spine, all the way through the crown of the head. Pressing into all your fingerprints. Inhale, reach even longer. Exhale, squeeze it in, knee to nose. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, squeeze it in. Last time, squeeze and crunch. And then release it down. Walk your knees back and come down onto your forearms. Come all the way down to your belly. We're coming into Sphinx pose. So we're going to pull the shoulders away from the ears. Imagine you're pulling your elbows towards your hips. And then length through the spine. So we're not cranking our chin up. We're tucking the chin slightly. Finding length through the cervical spine. Parallel forearms. Pressing into the tops of your feet. Press into your pelvis. And then pull your navel in. So you have length through the spine and a little stretch through the belly. And then we'll release down. We're going to take the left arm out straight to the side. So it's at shoulder level. It's going to be like a T. And Arthur's bed's right here, but that's okay. And then I'm going to come to lie on the left side of my head, and I'm going to press my hand into the mat, push myself over onto the side. And then I'll bend the right knee and take the toes behind the left knee. So I'm getting a big deep stretch here through my left shoulder, left pecs, a little twist through the spine. Open the knee out a little more to the side if that feels good. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. And then we'll gently, with control, roll ourselves back to center. Back onto the belly. Keep that right knee bent and reach back and see if you can find the top of your foot. Maybe with one hand, maybe with both hands. You're going to come into a quad stretch. Press your pelvis into the mat. Pull your heel back towards your glutes. Notice your breath, notice how you feel. Press your pelvis into the mat, that will give you a deeper stretch through the front of the leg. And with control, release that foot. Take the right arm straight out to the side at shoulder level, kind of a T. Use your left hand to press yourself over onto your right side of your head. And then bend the left knee. And maybe take the left toes behind that right knee. Big stretch through the right shoulder. And as you open that left knee out to the side, any amount, you'll feel a twist through your spine. And you can think about surrendering to the stretch in a way that feels good to you, but also feels like a little bit of a challenge. So you want to marry the effort with the ease. So if this is an effort for you, you're using your breath to get your body to relax as you exhale and maybe melt a little deeper into the stretch. And then with control, we're going to roll ourselves back onto the belly. Keep that knee bent, reach back, see if you can find that quad stretch there. Pulling your heel towards your glutes. You can be on your forehead, you can lay your head to the side, whatever feels good. Press your pelvis into the mat, that'll help the quads engage and stretch. And also you can move the heel a little side to side, so find what feels like the best stretch for you. And with control, release that foot back, down. Take your hands underneath your shoulders, press yourself up. Come back to all fours. And then we're going to curl our toes under, plant the palms, and lift your hips up high, downward facing dog. This is a great stretch to think about surrendering into, because the tendency is to, especially if you're newer to yoga, to feel like, oh, this is too hard. My legs don't get straight. My heels don't reach the ground. I'm not doing it right. When in reality, if it feels right in your body, we're just going to make little nuanced adjustments. So press hard into your fingerprints, and that'll take the stress out of your wrists. Your elbow creases shine to the front. Dial your toes in slightly and think about your inner thighs spinning towards the back. And that's your internal rotation for your legs. Relax your head down, maybe look between your knees. Your knees can be bent as generously as you like. So they can be bent a lot, or they can be straight. What you want to do is bring your chest toward your thighs and get a nice straight back. And you can keep your knees bent, your heels can be lifted. You can pedal out your feet and start to feel a deeper stretch in the hamstring, the calf, the Achilles. Or you can just find a nice stillness. Again, thinking about the chest, reaching towards the thighs, the neck staying long, the tailbone really reaching up to the sky. And then bend your knees a lot, look forward, And take a little walk up to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Relax your head down. Maybe hold opposite elbows with opposite hands. Really release the back. Breathe. Your torso, your chest can come towards your thighs. It can even rest on your thighs. Nice release for the back. We're going to release the arms, take them out wide. Reverse swan dive, come all the way up. Big reach for the sky. And exhale, bring your hands down to your sides, mountain pose. Press into all four corners of your feet. Really ground down into those feet. Lifting the belly in and up. Lifting the sternum up. Lift up through the crown of the head. Nice lift, lift, lift. Relax the shoulders down. Now we're going to inhale, take the arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find extension through the crown of the head. Exhale, fold. Step the right toes back, lower the back knee, and we're going to look forward, come onto the top of the back foot, and inhale, take the arms up. Reaching up, big lift. Feeling a stretcher in the front of the hip flexor. Inhale, reach. Exhale, take those hands down, plant the right hand, take the left arm up, twist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, take the left hand down, curl the back toes under, lift up into a lunge, and then drop that right heel down and slowly roll up to warrior one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Warrior is a strong pose. It makes you feel like you can take on the world. You can do anything. Press into the outside edge of the right foot. That right inner thighs engage. Press into the ball joint of the big toe, ball joint of the pinky toe, both sides of the heel. Head over heart, heart over pelvis. Everything is stacked. Reaching out. Nice and long. Torso dialed in. Belly in. Hug the low ribs in. Reach long through the fingertips, pull the pinkies back, open through the chest, nice and strong. Then we're going to flip the front palm, reach forward, up and back, peaceful warrior. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. One more time, inhale, reach up and back, find that length through the side. And exhale, take it down. Inhale, pivot on the back foot, high lunge. And exhale, fingers to the mat. Look forward. You can rock back and forth, get this kind of seesaw motion, give you a little momentum to step the right foot up next to the left foot, forward fold. Relax the head down. Inhale, find length, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to the sides, mountain pose. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Notice in your forward fold that your knees can be bent or slightly bent. You can have a soft knees. You don't have to worry about hiking them back straight and locking them. In fact, don't lock your knees. Keep the soft bend. And then step the left foot back. Lower the back knee. Come onto the top of the back foot. Look forward. Squeeze the inner thighs to the midline. Inhale, take the arms up. Low lunge or crescent lunge. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Together in towards the midline. Hug the lower ribs in, big reach. And then take it down. Curl the back toes under, lift that back knee up. Pivot on the back foot, so drop that heel down. And then we'll roll up into warrior one. Reaching up for the sky. Big lift. And exhale, warrior two. Pull the pinkies back, find that strength. Press into the outside edge of the back foot, engage the back leg. Front leg's working. Hug the lower ribs in. And then flip the front palm, reach forward, up and back, peaceful warrior. And exhale, warrior two. And inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Try not to grip in the toes. Exhale, warrior two. Last one, peaceful warrior. And warrior two. Nice work. Pivot on the back foot. High lunge. And exhale, take those hands down, fingertips to the earth, look forward. Get that little seesaw motion to give you a little momentum to step the left foot up to meet the right forward fold. Relax down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Arms come all the way out wide and lift up tall. And exhale, mountain pose. Hands to the sides, grounding into the feet. Lifting tall. Notice your breath. Notice how you feel. And take the arms up on the next inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot back. Lower the back knee. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, take the hands down. Pull the left hip back. A little hamstring stretch. Pull the toes toward your knee. Look forward. Lengthen that hamstring. And roll forward onto the foot. Lift the back knee. Pivot on the back foot. Rolling up to warrior one again. Big reach for the sky. Press into the outside edge of the back foot. Your torso is dialed more towards the front. Your right hip is dialed more towards the front. If this is not working for your body to think about dialing your hips this way, just be where you are. Inhale, reach and lift. And exhale, warrior two. So this one, your hips open out. Torso turns a little more to the side. Pressing still into the outside edge of the back foot, not gripping in the toes. Inhale, reach forward, up and back, peaceful warrior. And exhale, extended side angle. Left elbow to left thigh, right arm up. Pull the right shoulder blade in towards the spine, navel draws in. Reaching and lifting. On your next inhale, reach that hand up and back, all the way to peaceful warrior. And then we'll cartwheel it down. Take the right hand down, take the left arm up, find your twist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, take the left hand down, rocking back and forth. Step the right foot up to meet the left, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to your sides, mountain pose. Lots of length, lots of intention. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step the left foot back. Lower the back knee, squeeze the inner thighs in. Inhale, crescent lunge. Big reach for the sky. Exhale, fingertips down, pull the right hip back. Runner stretch, pull the toes toward the knee. And roll back onto that foot. Lift the back knee, plant the left heel down, roll it up to warrior one. Torso more towards the front, left hip more towards, dialed more in. Inhale, reach and lift. Exhale, warrior two. Pull the pinkies back. Maybe you need a little more space in your feet. Inhale, reach the hand forward, up and back, peaceful warrior. And exhale, extended side angle, left arm up. Right elbow to right thigh, big reach for the sky. On your next inhale, peaceful warrior. And exhale, cartwheel it down, plant the palms. And we'll rock back and forth, get your momentum, step it up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full, drop your hips down, come into a little toe stand. This is an awesome place to practice balance because you're real low to the ground. So you're not going to fall very far. If you fall on your butt, no worries. So you can stay here if you like with your fingertips on the earth, or maybe you bring your hands to your heart center, squeeze the inner thighs to the midline, lift the pelvic floor, pull the navel in, find your balance, find your focus, your drishti, something to focus on in front of you for your eyeballs to focus. And then just breathe. Again, mirroring the effort with the ease. Use your breath. And you can surrender to this pose in the sense that if it doesn't work for you, okay, you're gonna maybe surrender to take your fingertips down, right? And that's okay. Like, you don't have to do everything all the time in the full expression of every pose. You need to listen to your body and do what's working for you. That is the correct yoga pose, the one that works for your body. All right, we're gonna slowly release that, come all the way down to your booty. And then take your hands behind you, fingertips pointed forward, lift your chest. And we're gonna come to reverse table. So we're gonna lift the hips up and try to get your back straight, your belly in, your knees stacked over your ankles, your shoulders stacked over your wrists, your neck long. And then release it down. Drop your knees over to the left and drop your knees over to the right. Little windshield wiper here. Get the internal rotation with the right leg, external with the left, and then internal with the left, external with the right. Working that hip rotation side to side. Little windshield wiper action here. How you doing, sir? You wagging, good boy. All right. And then we're gonna come down to our elbows. And one more windshield wiper action here. Notice how that might be different on your elbows and on your hands. And then we're gonna slowly come all the way down to the back. And pull the right knee into your chest. Give it a little hug in here. Squeezing it up towards your chest. And then straighten that leg. Take hold of the hamstring, interlace your fingers. Flex the foot. Press the sole of the foot up towards the sky. Hamstring stretch. If this doesn't work with your left leg extended, you can bend the left knee, come onto the sole of the left foot. It's a little gentler. And then cross your right ankle over the left leg. Thread the needle, come in, and get your figure four stretch. So you're getting it outside here of your hip, your glutes. And maybe rock a little side to side. Keep both feet active. I like to flex my toes towards my knees so they're nice and active. And then maybe straighten that left leg, find a hamstring stretch there. And then we're gonna switch. I'm gonna take the right foot down and take the left leg up. So your right leg can be extended out long, or you can bend the knee, come onto the foot, find that stretch there. And then cross the left ankle over the right knee and pull your legs in. Find that figure four. Flexing both feet, maybe rocking a little side to side. Find what feels yummy for you. And then maybe straighten that right leg. Find that deeper hamstring stretch if you can. Using your breath. And then we're going to release that foot down, release the left foot down, open the knees out wide, come into Supta Baddha Konasana, recline to cobbler's pose. Snuggle your shoulder blades underneath your heart space and relax the shoulders, relax it all down. You can close your eyes or soften your gaze. And then maybe start to slide your feet down towards the end of the mat. We're going to come into Shavasana, which is the epitome of a surrender pose. It's corpse pose. So find your best and most beautiful corpse pose. You can let your toes fall out to wherever they feel good. Maybe rock them in and out a little bit and then just kind of let them flop wherever they flop. That's usually a good spot. And then snuggle your shoulder blades underneath your heart space again and take your hands out to the sides. Usually it's about 45-degree angles. You can feel free to take up space, play with this, whatever feels really natural and comfortable. So comfort is the key here. You cannot totally rest if you're not comfortable. If you want to pause the video and grab a pillow and a blanket, you could do that. We're just going to rest here. Let the breath return to normal. Try to find weight in your body. Let it get heavy. So for Shavasana, sometimes it's helpful to focus your mind on your body parts relaxing. Sometimes it's helpful to focus on the breath. Ultimately, it would be nice to be able to totally rest your brain, not really focus on anything, but just be present. But that's challenging, I know, for a lot of us. We're all busy, we have stuff to do, we got a to-do list after we're done with practice, and your mind starts to go. It's like a freeway, right? So if you need to focus on your breath or your body parts to keep in the moment, by all means go for it. Sometimes I run through all the body parts. I start at my toes and do a sort of meditation as I think about each body part getting heavier, relaxing more. Sometimes I notice there's places that are still holding tension, maybe in my shoulders or my jaw or my forehead. And I want to release that tension. And so if you breathe into it and you focus on your, let's just say it's your forehead that's holding tension, and you think about on your inhale, noticing the tension, and on your exhale, breathing out and releasing the muscles in the forehead that are tense. So when I teach live classes, sometimes everyone likes a different length Shavasana. So some people like to be in it for 5 minutes, some for 10. Some have a hard time relaxing, especially in a public space. But you're at home or in someplace private, you could fully relax. Be very comfortable. And you could even pause the video or turn it off and just stay in Shavasana as long as you like. And if you've got to get up and boogie, sometimes I know people will skip part of the Shavasana. They will not stay as long as maybe would be good. I know for me, sometimes I want to get up before I get too sleepy or before I have so much to do. So I just invite you to spend some time surrendering, relaxing, giving yourself the gift of space, of rest, of observation, observing how you feel, paying attention to the nuances. Really wonderful. All right, I'm going to bring us out now, unless you want to stay in. And you can start to rotate your ankles, start to rotate your wrists. Just start to find a little movement. I'm going to keep us on our backs today to end with the hands coming together and your thumbs coming to your forehead. This is also sometimes called the third eye, or the seat of intuition, or the knowing. Just a recognition of all that's in our mind's eye. And here we can take a moment to recognize the best and most beautiful light in ourselves and light in others around us. Namaste.